Hey, what's going on, everybody? And happy Thanksgiving. Before I say anything, you probably tell from my accents that I'm not American. I am the bad guy. I'm English. So why the hell am I doing a video on Thanksgiving? Well, I did one last year, and I kind of want to do one every year where I just thank people, because I think now's the best time. I think, sure, I'm not celebrating it whatsoever, but everybody's thankful, and I thought, you know, why not do it now? Just see how it goes. If you guys enjoy it, let me know. I said this last time and you guys enjoyed it, so I'm doing another one. Except this time there's a little bit of a twist. Instead of doing my goals or starting my goals or making them in the new year, I thought, why not talk about them now and like either start them or get prepped for the new year, you know, by making them now so I know what's coming, kind of thing. And I also want to go over this year's goals, which I either did or didn't do, and just talk about it, and then thank people, like I was saying at the end, because I wouldn't be here without my amazing friends and you guys. So yeah, I hope you guys, you know, just sit back, relax. It's going to be a bit of a chill one, very little editing most likely, but yeah, let me know what you think about this, and I guess we'll get into it, shall we? So my goals for 2025, I'll probably put them somewhere on the screen, was finish the community video, get fully started on Sonic Capital, get fully back into video making, collab with other Sonic tubers / mutuals, sort out my mental health, do some community events, and not end the year single. Out of all of those, I think I've done 3. Not many, but I'm still very proud of the stuff that I've made and have done from that list. And yes, you're probably gonna roll your eyes. This might be the last time I push the community video, but that is what one of my goals were, and I did it. I'm so proud of how it turned out. That's the one thing that makes me realize how long this year has been. I thought the back end of this year has gone quick, and I'm like, oh no, it's the entire year. Then I remember I made that video this year, at the start of this year, and this whole face cam thing wasn't a thing a year ago, less than a year ago. It just didn't exist. So yeah, kind of weird, but I'm very proud of it. If you guys are friends of mine or mutuals or whatever, please, genuinely, please, it'll be in the comments and in the description. Please go and watch it. It is a long one. It can be hard to get through. I will say that right now, but it's something that I've wanted to make for a while, and it's something that I'm very proud of, and it's about me and my whole thing with my mental health and everything, and it came around, the reasons it's here, the reason I'm struggling, that kind of thing. And yeah, if you want to support me or anything like that, please watch that, and share it with people who you think it could help, because I think that will always be my magnum opus and probably something I'm most proud of, most likely, just because it is a behemoth. It took ages and it came out almost how I wanted it, which is great. I wish I could have edited it a bit more, but I was getting burnt out and stuff, but it is at a point where I'm very proud of it. So yeah, that'll be down in the description below. So yeah, please watch that if you haven't already, and let me know what you think about it as well, because I might do more stuff like that in the future if it means, hey, it will help some people out, right? That's the whole reason why I did it, not for my sake, because in all honesty, talking about that kind of stuff makes me feel so much worse, and it did. I had to take so much time off after making that. So yeah, there we go. It's done. I'm very happy with it. Might talk about it February next year, because it'll be a year since it was done and released, all that kind of thing. So yeah, next one was get fully started on Sonic Capital. If you don't know what Sonic Capital is, it was a thing I made a trailer for in SFF4, the last one I worked on. You're probably wondering, where the hell is that? What's going on with that? Well, I haven't forgotten about it. No, I haven't. I know I'm very forgetful, and usually things go on the back burner, and like months later it's like, oh my god, you're what? But no, it hasn't been forgotten. It might be getting a slight rebrand. It's still going to be 100% Sonic stuff, because that's the stuff I made it for, that, right? But I can't go into too much detail, but it has been worked on in the background. It's still going ahead. I have another thing in relation to that, which might be put alongside it, which would be great. I'm trying to talk about this in a way that's like, oh, that sounds cool, but also not saying too much. It's very hard. Very hard. All I will say is that I know everybody has a... Do I want to say the word? I know everybody has a podcast, but I thought I could add my own spin on things and have 2 events at the minimum. Yes, I said at the minimum, and just talk about the community and that kind of thing. That's all I'm going to say. But Capital is still going to be called Capital. It's just not going to be called Sonic Capital, but it is still 100% Sonic themed. The whole concept is exactly the same, so that's still being worked on. But it didn't happen this year just because of life stuff and random things happening, and sometimes like a bit of falling out here and there with some people, and some problems. But that then got resolved. But that kind of thing. Get back into video making. I think I have done that. Obviously, everything is a lot slower just because, mental health and that. I'm still very happy with all the stuff I have made and have been making. Yeah, all of it is really nice, especially the last couple of big videos, especially the intros and everything. I'm very happy with how everything's sort of slotting into place when I make things now. Like the GDK video, that is creme de la creme. I love that intro, and then just going into normal stuff. It's like it shows that there has been work put into this, right? And then you put into the other, like the usual talkative me playing while me talking while playing kind of thing, right? But it's all cut up, stupid edits, that the whole shebang, that kind of thing. That's what I wanted to do for ages. But I think the way I've done it now, it looks good, it flows nicely. I'm actually scripting things again. And you're probably wondering, where the hell is the GDK video 2? It was all sequel, sorry. Just blame Green Hill Paradise Act 2. I think I have a workaround for it now, but literally for the past 2 months, because I was going to leave like a month break between the videos, because you don't back to back. They have been kicking my ass, just either crashing halfway through, not opening. I've had it where some levels just haven't loaded, or the ground, it doesn't exist, anything like that. I think I've got it solved now, so hopefully back end of December, New Year is when I'm aiming for that. Because I have 2 other big videos which I'll talk about the next, like in the 2026 goals thing. Talk about that then. But yeah, so I have some things on the horizon. I'm sorry it's taken forever, just me and tech don't get along. Next one is collab with Sonic Tubers / Mutuals. That was the one where I was like, because I have technically done that, because I've helped out Emsberry with her overlays and trailers for said overlays and VTuber debuts, and that's been amazing. I'll talk about that more later on when I thank people, but I would consider that a collab, I think. I've also played Repo with Addy, not on video of mine, but on one of her streams, and that was hilarious. I adore that so much. That was so much fun. I'm always down to do something like that again, just because her and her community is just fantastic. But apart from that, I haven't really done anything, and I want to do more, whether that's on stream. I also did stuff with Azura as well, but we did too many streams. Too many streams. There's just been like 1 or 2. So the Game vs. Guest is also coming back. It just needed to be pushed on the back burner for a while, because we did too many in too short amount of time, and I don't know, it just went a bit all over the place. I will always love the first 2 or 3 streams I did, because they were just funny. I of course had game problems, technical problems, whatever, but it was still fun. That should be it. That should be the new rule, is that if I'm gonna do something with somebody on stream, it should be with Game vs. Guest, it should be 2 streams back to back only. I'm not saying I won't collab with them in the future on Game vs. Guest, it's just I don't want to get burnt out, because I've really enjoyed it. I really did. And it means there's some funny moments. Maybe some mania races could happen in the future. I don't know. But it would just be something where we've got someone like, hey, do you want to do this? Do you want to do, like, we could do one stream, and if you want to do another one afterward, we can then talk about it then. That kind of thing. I think that's better. Sort out my mental health. Well, as you can probably tell from how I've been talking about it, it's not gone, it's still here. It's very frustrating, but slow and steady progress that has actually been happening. Things like just looking after myself have been improved quite a bit. It's still not great, but it's improvement. If people who have deal with this kind of stuff, they understand. But I know people who are fine and don't have problems like this, usually like, how the hell can that happen? You know, how can you get to that point? It just can happen. It's very sad, it's very frustrating. Dealing with the basics of life can be really difficult, and it is for me. I'm better, or getting better. I should preface, I'm not better, I'm getting better, but it's really small progress, and that's mainly what I've been doing this year, is just really small progress, because anything else I try is usually doesn't end up well, or it'd be like, I still struggle with this, but it'd be like, okay, right, I need to do this one thing, keep doing it. Oh, but now I'm doing this and it's good. Let me try this other thing, keep doing it. And then I forget to do that other thing. It's rough, it's difficult, but it is hard to deal with, I will be honest. It is a rough thing. It definitely doesn't feel like good on your brain, especially when you know that's the problem. You can't really do much about it. And I'm doing as best as I can at the moment with it, but progress is progress, so that's the main thing. What's the next bit? Oh yeah, do some community events. So talk about a big one for next year. But I didn't do any this year. I was planning on going to Comic-Con with some friends, but I just didn't have the funds. But I want to go next year. Also, I'll talk about the other one. I want to go to Sonic Con next year. I'm going to be putting some money aside for that and Comic-Con, just so I know I can go. Because one, I can go with my mates, my IRL mates. Fantastic. It'll be lovely and amazing. They seem to have a nice, it seems like a really nice time. And Sonic Con, just because Sonic fans, you know, like I loved the Symphony, and I wear this bloody hat all the time. And that's one, because I cherish this hat because it got given to me, and two, because that day was one of the best days ever for me, because it was the first time I had actually been to a place where there was other Sonic fans that were nice. You could just chill, none of this online garbage where they're all like, so many people are toxic, and everybody was just there for the love of the franchise and the music. And I want to have that feeling again, because as you know, if you've watched the community video, I talk about it quite often, is I got bullied for being a Sonic fan, and I've never ever known anybody else, friends wise or anything like that, IRL, who likes the series. So going to something like that is truly magical for me. So yeah, that's something I would love to go and do, if it's possible, if they're back at London. Because it seemed like the London one did well. I'm crossing my fingers that they do another London one, because I know it's at Manchester and I think it's too far, I can't do that. So yeah, that would be amazing, that would be great. And the last one, which I'm going to again let's put it here, I'm not going to say out loud again, yeah, that didn't happen. Again, back to the mental health stuff. I just, during this year, I put that down because I guess I was like, if I manifest it, it could happen. Idiot. But the way I think now is like, I want to sort myself out, because I do yearn for that. I really do. I don't want to be like this when talking or meeting somebody else, you know what I mean? Like, it's, yeah. I have a load of baggage, emotional baggage, and I don't know, like, that's the thing you'll notice about me first. Wow, look at me, you know, that kind of thing. I don't want that to be just the entirety of me, because I need to sort myself out first and foremost, and I don't want somebody else to have to deal with that, you know. So that is not going to be on next year's goals or anything like that. It's just it's always going to be there, always, but it's just not going to be visible. That is always going to be a goal of mine, because that's a life goal for me, not a year goal. That is something I would love and be fantastic. That would make my world so much better, but I need to be better for that. So yeah, those are 2025's goals. I didn't do too many, but I'm really happy with the ones that I did. So now I'll quickly talk about 2026's goals. It's weird to say that year. I don't like it. So collab with other Sonic YouTubers and friends on games like, Crossworld Rumble, Sonic Game Races, that kind of thing. Or other games. I've done this YouTube thing. I'll be 11 years next year. Bloody hell. But, yeah. And I would love to collab with people. Yeah, push out my comfort zone. Really just test what I can do. Properly talk to other people online, because I'm still very, very bad with my social anxiety. I'm trying to get better, but it is really bad. So yeah, going and doing this kind of thing I feel like would help, because it's with people I know that are good and fine. It's just jumping over that gap. So yeah, I would adore doing that. I think that'd be so much fun. Again, the whole GAM versus guest thing coming back would allow that, I feel like. But even just videos or just off stream like I did with Repo, that was such a fun time for me. I almost called somebody an arsehole in Mexican. So that was... I had a language lesson, but I was so dumb and slow, I couldn't take in any word that wasn't English. I'm not proud of that, but it helped me out of that. But that was so fun. I loved that. That was that's a genuine highlight of my year, was playing that game. So make more videos I'm proud of. If I make more of like the GDK type videos, or that format, I'm proud of those. But also maybe a kind of sequel, not to the topic, but to the type of video, of like the community video, with things, I don't know, I could talk about other random things, or maybe take like the Sonic Twitter community needs to change videos and maybe format them in that type. I don't know, but I feel like that could be fun. I'm sure I'll come up with something, but I would like to make another one of that style. Maybe one a year, who knows? Or like the GAM does cooking video, which is coming out very soon. You remember I was talking about those 2 videos? Well, that's one of them, and I think doing more stuff like that would be great as well. I think that'd be hilarious. It'd be a lot of fun, pushes me out of my comfort zone, trying something new that isn't just gameplay stuff, but it keeps with this git right here, Sonic. Obviously gameplay stuff ain't going anywhere. I love the Sonic fandom when it comes to like and games art and that ain't going anywhere. That's part of me soul, me DNA of this channel. But try new things out, like cooking and stupid stuff. There might even be a sequel video to that in the works in the future. I don't know. I would like to do that again. I really would. But yeah, some more stuff like that would be great. But I also kind of want to return to form a little bit. I want to make videos on one game again. Like how I did with Sonic Legends and Sonic Gaijinka and those types of games, where it was just one game and that's it. I've really missed doing that kind of thing. That's kind of what I've been doing for the entirety of me doing YouTube, is that, and I've missed doing it. I do like the long videos, but I think the way I might not rebrand, they'll still be named the same, but I think the way I will redo the main videos and the side content videos, those playlists, is the main content will be everything except for reactions and videos on one game. Everything else, like the GDK video, would go into the main content. Those types of videos. The new Hat in Time video, which that's going to be a fun one. That's the other video I was talking about. That'll go in there as well. I think that's a better way of doing things, just because they are also fairly long videos with lots of content in them. Whereas the other single videos with just the single game, mod, hack, whatever, would go into side content. I think that's better. I think that is a better way of doing things, because at the moment, the main content, which is like, wow, the main stuff, I'm getting like one video every like 4 months, if that, and that's when it's good. So I don't think that's a great look, to be honest. So that you may see that change over the next couple of days. Set a good stream schedule. So So, I did have one, as you remember. I probably put it up on the screen. I had schedules with like a cool overlay and stuff like that. Wow, that looks amazing. And then it just stopped. There was a lot of stuff going on during the back end of this year, and because of things going on and ways I was treated, I went into a bad mental health slump. Really went downhill. I'm still recovering from now fully, and all of that stuff went out the window. Like the Sonic X Sundays went out the window. Like any plans I try and do like that, completely out of the window, because I'm always like, am I okay enough to do this? So that got thrown out. Yeah, that was definitely the worst, probably the worst part of this year, was dealing with that in such a short time frame. Probably always have a mark on me for a long time at least. I won't say forever, but for a really long time, because it hurt. It broke me quite a bit. Is what it is. Things happen, even though it was awful. So yeah, that's why the schedules and stuff haven't really been a thing. But I'm hoping to actually make those schedules again. I've still got all the projects and everything, like I can just still edit them, put out a stream schedule and go. I think I'm gonna attempt to maybe do that next week. Like December might be the time where I try and get back into that. I think that's a good time frame, because if anything goes wrong, I'm like, you know what, it's before the new year, I'm just going to try and do this, and then I can get it streamlined for the new year and then carry on, just boop, 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 do what I want to do. Perfect. So the other thing I've put here is push myself up my comfort zone more. I've talked about that with the community video and the cooking video. That kind of comes under all that umbrella. Carry on with mental health progress. I've said everything I did in the last bit. Just carry on with that. Again, also kind of goes in with pushing myself out of my comfort zone more. This is a big one. Help out with graphics work for friends. And I'm gonna say this lightly because, again, I've done that in the past with a couple of people and it hasn't ended up too well. Again, it's been sorted, but yeah, one was this year and one was, I think, last year, the year before. And that was not good. That was not fun. It was draining. I was making a logo for a friend, and it just kept on like, oh, do this, do that, do this, do that, and like I was doing it for free. I'm not asking for payment, but like I was doing it for free at the end of the day. I was taking time out of my day to do it, and it was just like, oh, can you change this? And like a week later, oh, I want to redo it, and then they started copying what I did. It was just not fun, and that made me just go, I'm going to hold back from stuff. And the thing that happened this year has made me not really want to do much with projects. It really pushed me out. It was sad because it made me kind of hate a part of the fandom I really love, which was like looking at people making fan games or trying to support that. But the one of the few shining things this year that happened was Emsbury asking me to help with her stuff, and genuinely, that happened at the same time the other thing I was talking about. I cannot tell you how much that helped. I don't know if you'll watch this, Simsbury, I doubt it, but genuinely thank you. I was going to put this at the end, but, because I'm thanking a lot of other people, but I might as well say it here. That genuinely helped me out so much. I know I brought it up like a little bit then, like I was having a bad time, but I really want to do this. Genuinely helped me out so much. Just knuckling down, making stuff, but also because I was pushing myself out of my comfort zone with my style. With that helped out so much, and you just been really nice, actually saying like, wow, this is great, really like egging me on and like, yeah, carry on, this is amazing, but also saying when something wasn't to your liking and be like, hey, could you change this? Or here's a suggestion. I love when people do that, give me suggestions of like, what if you try this, what if you try that? That was so good. It really completely took my mind out of it, because when you give me a suggestion or I'm doing a style that I've never done before, it makes my brain it makes my brain think of it as like a puzzle, right? Where I'm like, how do I make this? How do I get around this? How do I get this to a point where you, person commissioning me, would be happy with it? And I tried so many hacks and little tricks and things, it came out, and I'm really proud of it, and I'm so happy you were happy with it. Yeah, so genuinely that helped me out so much. So because of that, I would like to try to help. I mean, if you always, I've said this, if you want more stuff Amesbury, then DM's always open for help and stuff, because I love doing graphics work. But also, that goes for other people, and I'm not going to promise that if you ever ask me, I'm going to be like, yes, but I kind of next year want to get at least 1 or 2 or 3 different people or different projects or different things for other people made. I would adore that. And it helps me with my social anxiety and things like that, because I will say those 2 other problems definitely made that worse, especially the stuff that happened this year pushed me down like that. It was very frustrating. I don't want to overwork myself or anything like that, but I kind of want to, like I said, 2 or 3 people next year would be big. I think that would be great for me. Then I got collab with more artists for thumbnails. Well, you're probably thinking, I remember you talking about wanting to commission people like ages ago. I was like, I have been. But then I had some banking problems, which is a lovely adult thing. It's great, it's fantastic. Essentially, I couldn't see how much money was in my bank account. The app died, and then it was just a headache, and PayPal just stopped supporting my bank because my bank was not a good one, that's what I'm going to say. And so I needed to get my passport sorted so I could then get my IDs, that'd be like a proper identification to then change banks. So it took ages, and with me and my mental health, something that can be like, oh, 2-step easy progress, I'll do that right now. As soon as it comes, I'll do it right there. That's just not how it works here, unfortunately. So it took a fair few months to get that sorted and then get the bank sorted. But I'm now at a point, I am all good, not with that bank anymore. And PayPal fully supports the bank I'm currently at, which then also means Twitch, YouTube stuff can then go into that and go into my bank. So it's very good, very nice. So now I can commission people again. Again, not going to be super often, but it's something I want to happen a couple times a video or something like that, because in my opinion, with how I'm doing like showcasing the art, I think it's a really cool way to get some artists known and artists showcased, because their art is front and center. That's what people are like, wow, I want to watch that. But it's helping me out with that, and I want to help you guys out. Well, you're not paying, because you're doing the art. It's amazing. And put your stuff at the start of the video. I did it with Azul's one for the Sonic Mania mods video, where I put a little blurb at the front, like, this video's thumbnails made by Azul, and put like links and stuff in the description. But also I want to now put them in the comments, top comment, because people should know where to find the art that made that, right? And if it means that you get 1 or 2 extra followers or supporters, whatever, or even people who want to commission you in the future, that's amazing. And that's what I want to do. So, because all that's sorted now, expect more commissions and like some nice thumbnails. I'm very proud of the thumbnails I make, don't get me wrong. I love it. They're not going away. But expect some cool art ones in the future as well, like custom art ones as well. There is one coming up for the Hat in Time video, which I'm very happy about. And that artist did a killer job. So yeah. Next up we have continue on Capital. I'm not going to call it Sonic Capital anymore. And the other project, which I briefly touched on podcast. Yeah, that's going to be worked on throughout these next couple months, and starting next year, or a trial run or something like that. Just see how it goes, and it's probably going to be like a snippet. But I'm thinking of doing like a short version of Capital, maybe like 10-20 minutes, if that, and just see how everything flows together, and then if people enjoy that, then go full in. I think that's a cool way of testing the waters a little bit. Next up is improved overall editing and video making style. I'm very happy with how my stuff is right now. You guys seem to like it, but there's always room for improvement. You're never the best. You are never, oh, I'm at the highest, I can't improve anymore. There's always ways to improve. There's always ways to get better. And so, yeah, that's as simple as that. I know my stuff can get better, and it will get better. Maybe when I go across these goals next year, when I look across them again, I'll look at my old stuff and I'm like, what the hell was I doing there? I do that often. And that'll be good. That means I know I have improved, which is great. Make a couple of Game After Dark videos. If you're wondering what the hell that is, that's my other channel that I have, which I'm gonna say right now, it's not the main focus, will never be the main focus. I recently put up a RV There Yet video, which is very funny in my opinion. But expect like clips and random recordings from non-Sonic games I'm playing with my friends to go on there. I don't expect a schedule at all. It'd probably be like once every 5 months, maybe there's an upload. Could be even less than that, but the link will be down in the description and maybe in the top comment, we'll see if I remember. And yeah, that's I think a good base ground numbers, like maybe two videos next year for Game After Dark, because I do play other stuff and I play with some amazing people, amazing friends, so I think that'd be quite fun to do. And okay, so if I say this is a big one. This is one I don't think will happen, but I always think of like, you should have one goal that's so far away that you look at, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna try and achieve that. Even if I get halfway to that, that's still a big thing. And that for me is going to Sonic Expo. So I did originally put Sonic Expo Atlanta because I got told by the rerun team that was like the big one for them, because, you know, they don't live that far away, it's easy to get to, that kind of thing. But I also wouldn't mind going to Dallas either, because I know there's some people down there that I know, I'm friends with, but also it's cheaper flight-wise, which I didn't think it'd be that big of a difference, but it is. And for me, who's hasn't got a lot of money, that's, you know, that I take that into account. So I'm just gonna say Expo. It's either gonna be Atlanta or Dallas. I don't think it's going to happen. That's why I said I want to go to Sonic Con next year, but if I can, I know I would absolutely have the time of my life there, 100%, because it's the same feelings I had with Sonic Con and Sonic Symphony, but with people who I've been talking to for ages, and I actually get to finally meet them and hang out and just, I don't know, it'd just be so uplifting for me and my mental health, and I know I would never forget that day if it happens, or that, not day, like couple days, whatever. Again, don't think it's going to happen, but I would like, I'm going to, it's a big goal, I'm putting it right up there, because everybody who goes there is amazing, and I also just want to tell them in person how much, like, just thank them for just being them and that kind of thing, because I know I can say it often on camera behind a screen, but I think it means a little bit more when it's in person. And I'm the type of person who always wants to get that across, is that I'm not BSing or anything like that. I genuinely mean it. And I think being in person and saying it is a lot more meaningful than, you know, in a completely different country across the world behind a screen. So yeah, super unlikely, but that's all the way at the top. So that was my goals. I'm very happy with them. Very happy with them. But yeah, I guess quickly want to thank a few people. I'm sorry if I've forgotten you or anything like that. Again, I have a memory of a goldfish, but Amy and Dave, just want to thank you for just putting up with me and being chill, playing games. I would not be in the same mindset, in the same position I am without you both. Amy with your amazing art and just brain farts and random funny moments, misspeaking, and how, like, just so funny, genuinely. I don't know what my life would be without you guys in it. Dave, you're amazing, hilarious, always make me laugh when we play Hunt, Crossworlds, RV There Yet, Repo, all these different games. It's always a blast, and I genuinely wouldn't know what I would do without you both. Zillusions is another person. Thank you so much, because you've been propping me up so much as well. One of the few people, just like Amy and Dave, to actually just say that I am improving and I am pushing myself, and you can tell I am. And that for me means a lot, and I don't hear that often. So, you know, supporting me and just even just coming in, chatting, making, having a laugh, making fun of some awful people that we've, you know, seen on YouTube and things. I did that because they know what I'm on about. And, you know, fully listening to me when I've been having problems and just giving me advice. Genuinely, it goes a long way, and I cannot thank you enough for that. Emsbury, I know I said this earlier, but again, thank you so much for allowing me in all of your projects. Like if you have a project that needs a graphic designer, usually ask me, and that means the world. I don't think I'm particularly amazing with the stuff that I make, but it means the world that, you know, I'm helping out things like Sonic X 06 in the past, or you know, your overlay, and then your second overlay, your VTuber debut, your second VTuber debut stuff, and also Amy Unleashed. The fact that this all started with me making a crappy logo for Sonic Split, I hate the logo that I made when looking back, but it held so much value for me because that was the logo that allowed me to get better when talking to people and get put in projects that never happened to me before, and get pushed out of my comfort zone. So even though it's really old, Split means a lot to me because that allowed me to then be like, hey, here's this, or hey, can I help out with this project? And they'd be like, yeah, and then I meet more people, more fantastic people like Sal and all these other amazing people, and then I get put into other things and I get to help out with like overlays and stuff, and then pushing into out my comfort zone with styles that I've never done. So genuinely, thank you. I don't know where I would currently be without that push and support. Addy, absolutely amazing person, and her community as a whole as well is fan-bloody-tastic. I love popping in a stream where I can. He's really late, but I don't care. It's so much fun, and like whether it's a yappening or just watching you play Crosswells, the fact that you're a Rumble creator is fantastic. You've come such a long way just like since your return in February. Like that was fantastic, and it's felt like I've been in that community for so long. It doesn't feel like it hasn't been a year. It feels like it's been years that I've been a part of the community. It's just so warm and homely feeling. Everybody's, whether they're unhinged or just funny or just ultra supportive, it's just so nice. And Addy herself is all of those things, and that's why her community is all of those things. And if you don't, like everybody I mention on here, please go and follow them, like them, whatever. Just go and support them, please. They are all absolutely fantastic. And yeah, I Repo was so much fun. Just playing in random lobbies is so much fun. And I love just seeing, this goes for Emsbury and like other people I'm going to bring up. I just love seeing when, because I should also say, I hate that I have to say this, because it's just what the community is like, but I love seeing just women in the community having their own amazing community, and that people are supportive of them, because I hate that the norm for a lot of people is to be misogynistic. It sucks, but I'm so happy that for the most part it's been good. As much as I've seen, obviously I don't know what's going on behind the scenes or anything like that, but from, you know, being in the community, it seems awesome. And same with Emsbury, like there will be people who try to take them down, but the fact that you guys just push on through is fantastic, and I can't wait to see more people see you guys doing it and showing that you're not going anywhere and you're making an awesome community and you're making a difference, and that brings more people in, and that's what we need in this community. So amazing work for that. Flames, or as everybody else knows him, Star. I call him Flames because that's what his alias was on YouTube and Discord. And I can't call him anything else. It's weird, I'm sorry. But yeah, he's been great. It's been lovely chatting to you over the last couple of months. It's been fantastic. Also having fun making, you know, watching some awful YouTube videos. Again, you know who I'm on about. And it's been awesome. It's been so down to earth. It's been hilarious. We've had so many good moments, and the fact that you are coming out your comfort bubble and everything like that, you're pushing yourself, is fantastic. The fact that you're looking after yourself and you're in a much better situation is fantastic, and I appreciate everything that you are doing for yourself. You put yourself down a lot, and I know I do that to myself, but you need to stop that. You are amazing. Next up, we have Azura. So I just want to say thank you as well to you, Azura, because you know, it's always nice when you just hop on in and we have a good chat, laugh, a joke, that kind of good stuff. It just brightens up my day. And, you know, the first couple Gam versus guests were really fun, like I said earlier. And just thank you for just willing to do that. And also allow me to help on some, like, a project of yours. And I had so much fun with designing things with that and just having a good back and forth, being in an actual call with somebody about it. Felt awesome. It was really lovely, so thank you. Next up is the rerun team. I don't need to introduce these guys whatsoever, because I have talked about them as well before on the channel. And again, I know I'm going to reiterate points that I've already said, but it's because they're true. You guys are such just down to earth, lovely people, and I don't know, it doesn't feel like a fan game server that we're in. Really, it just feels like a nice project server with your mates. It's so wholesome, so again down to earth, and I've been saying that a lot, but it's true. So down to earth, but also all you guys, each and every single one of you is lovely, talented individuals, and because of you guys, I've been able to meet other amazing people on the team, and I will never forget being a part of this project, even though I'm a partner. But like, I hold that so high for me. It's such a big thing for me to be like included in something like this, and I will always cherish this community, like part of the community, but also just that server, you guys, for as long as I will be able to remember things, because I don't know, it's definitely one of the biggest things that has ever happened to me, and one of the nicest things, because not one of you are assholes, not one of you are stuck up. You're all genuine people, and that's why I think Rerun's one of the best and most exciting for me projects, because all of it comes out of a place of love. I'm not saying there aren't any other fan games like that, but I've seen firsthand that it all comes from a place of love and care, and just guys just wanting to have fun, make and collaborate on a project. And then there's me. He's just like, hi, I promote the game one time. But I love it. It's so much fun. You guys are awesome, and I would love to, like I said, meet you guys one day, and hopefully at an expo. It'd be, again, a highlight for me, 100%. Because again, I want to tell you guys in person, just thank you. Next up, we have Inforpitude, who, if you don't know who he is, he's a fantastic artist. And I just thank you for making art and just being a cool dude, and I just supportive. It's been awesome. I wish we could talk more, but I know life stuff gets in the way. I'm not always active, you know, and you've got your own stuff. But genuinely, thank you just for making your art, being supportive, and supporting other people as well, just having a fun time. Genuinely underrated guy right there, 100%. Jam. I had no words. I just want to say thank you again. There's so many opportunities that she has given me, whether it's be like on the Sonic Riders Tournament Edition team doing graphics work and all that kind of stuff, or pushing me forward. The reason why some of the content had changed was because she supported me in a way that made me think I could do it. Like, she talked to me and was like, what would you want to do? How would you want to do it? That kind of thing. How would you go about doing it? And that meant the world. I know I'm not super active, again, social anxiety and stuff, but I'm trying my hardest to to just talk to people more, and it talk to people in your server more. It is really difficult for me. I know that might be a bit confusing to understand, because you're like, oh, you can talk to camera and stuff like that, but I don't know. Sometimes it just communities, they freak me out. I mean, even when I went in the rerun server for the first time, I was like, I was so scared and just worried that people just wouldn't like me, or it'd be annoying, or something would go wrong. There would be, you know, I'd meet an arsehole or something like that. I don't know, that's just stuff that always goes around in my head, just because of stuff that's happened in the past. And, you know, I'm like that in any server, really. I want to change that. I'm trying to get better at that, but I just want to say thank you for just being supportive. Thank you for just being a really cool person. Thank you for doing stuff for the whole franchise and the community in general. That's fantastic. Amazing creator, amazing person right there. Next up is Lana and Brint. I just want to say thank you to these guys as well. Just much like Amy and Dave, you know, we play every so often with games and things. And they put up with my dumbass. They put up with me, so just want to say thank you. Hope you guys are doing well, and just again, massive thank you for just always being down to play stuff, and it's always fun. Last thing I want to talk about, or second to last thing, is just thank you to all the artists and fan game creators as well. I have to highlight, I wish I could just go through and pick everybody, but you guys do an amazing job at just bringing people together with your art, with your own communities. You know, I've seen the redraw challenges on Twitter is fantastic, seeing everybody hop in on that trend, whether it's, or even like, how would you do a new Sonic model, people trying to, you know, jump in on that, which is fantastic. Fan games with Sage, and even like S6C with ROM hacks and things. It's fantastic, and I adore that this community, that part of the community, is still going strong, and it's part of a reason why I will always say the Sonic fandom is one of the best. It also has a lot of bad things, don't get me wrong, and before people hop in and say do content creation or something like that, it's always good to tell people that there are some really bad sides to this. But the good is fantastic, and the great people are so amazing, and you are all doing a fantastic and amazing job, and I just have to always thank you guys. I do want to make a sequel video, like I said, to the me going through Twitter and looking at fan art and stuff and shouting people out and give my thoughts on it. I loved making that, and much like the thumbnail art and stuff like that, it gives me a way to promote you guys a bit more, which is something I want to do. I always want to promote as many people as I can in this fandom, because you all rock. And last but not least is you guys currently watching this, my community. I know I don't upload super often. I know I'm not super active sometimes on Discord. That's because of my mental health and things like that. I could be having a bad day, but you guys always choose to come and watch what I put out. I'm always so lucky. I know I'm so lucky to have you guys. And you know the reason why I do YouTube, I yap out this all the time, but it's just to have a sense of escapism for some people, right? And again, like I always say, if 1 or 2 people watch it, I'm happy. That's good. And you guys have been doing that, leaving comments, you know, supporting the streams and things like that. It's fantastic, and I cannot thank you all enough. I really do appreciate it. But yeah, that's this whole Thanksgiving video. If you liked it, then let me know. If you want to see me do this next year, then I'm gonna do it, but I'd like to hear your thoughts on how I can improve things or whatever. I know it's a fairly long one, but it's quite, I don't say serious video, but it's one that I want to make, so people know how, you know, appreciative I am of them and how much they mean to me. But yeah, I hope you all have had a fantastic day, spending it with your loved ones, friends, all that good stuff. And yeah, I appreciate every single one of you. Genuinely do. Thank you all so much for the support over the years. And despite all the mental health problems and stuff over these last couple of years, these last 2 years in terms of making friends and talking to new people has generally been one of the best couple of years I've ever had. You guys make my life so much better, and I can't thank you enough. That's why I make videos like this. So you all rock, and I just want to again thank you all. So yeah, I shall see you all in the next one. Take care.